Hey, Tony Gaskins here, popping in real quick. Now, a little follow-up from yesterday. We were talking about the fashion, and it was some of y'all was like, hey, Tony, can you do one for tall women? I can't really do that type of stuff on YouTube just because it's not enough of y'all. So it's probably 5 tall women, so can't really do a whole video just for. So what you have to realize with these videos, everything on here that I'm talking about is for the majority. So not everything is gonna relate. You can take bits and pieces, but if you outside of that, the average, then not everything is gonna apply. So please understand that. And the other thing, what I want y'all to understand is this is a male perspective. And what you have to realize, the male perspective is different than the female perspective. And so it's not about me being right or you being wrong or us arguing or debating. And we could agree to disagree and all of that, but it's just to expand your mind from someone who is across the aisle and has worked in this space of love and relationships for a decade and a half. So I'm bringing you the insight so that you don't have to go out and get played and do all the field tests and field studies that I've done over the last 15 plus years. And you able to get the knowledge and take it with a grain of salt, apply what you want to apply, ignore what you want to ignore. But please don't feel pressed or the need to feel like you gotta explain yourself or share with how it doesn't work for you, because not everything is for everybody. Like, don't take it so personal. And so if you can't succeed in the relationship of mentor to mentee, advisor to advisee, relationship coach to client, you won't succeed in a romantic relationship with a man. Because when you get in a relationship with a man, now that's your man. Like, he is gonna have opinions about how you should dress. He's gonna have thoughts and feelings, and he's gonna have a voice, and he is wired to lead. He's wired to be the head of his household. So if you can't understand or seek to understand and respect a unbiased viewpoint, then you're gonna greatly struggle with a biased viewpoint, and your relationship will fail. And so I want you to understand that this is bigger than just you having the exploration into the male mind, but you're also exploring into the male mind of a married man who is married, who is faithful, who is a provider, who is a Christian, who lives behind closed doors, what he lives in the public. So you hearing from a mature and righteous place. That's not, so if you can't understand and respect and hear that, you're going to struggle if you hearing from a guy who is not living righteous, who is not a provider, who he is 50-50 mentality, and he is on a total different wavelength. So if you are in a place to where you can't receive from a healthy, whole, focused, driven man of God, you're going to struggle. And so I want you to use these videos as an opportunity to stretch, an opportunity to grow, an opportunity to be uncomfortable with a difference of opinion, an opportunity to hear from the opposite sex who is speaking in a very sure and I would say confident manner, because that's men, and you're gonna have to get used to that. And so I saw some women in the comments like, oh, Tony, this a new day, you don't have to wear name brand. But if you listen to the video, I said, if you want to attract a man who is a provider, a man who is of means because you feel like he needs to make a certain amount of money, then you need to invest in you. And you can get better items that's gonna last longer. So every luxury brand that I own and that my wife owns, it lasts a lifetime. The other stuff, you get one, maybe two wears out of it. So you have to see yourself as an investment. If you don't invest in you across the board, not just in what you put on your body, but what you put in your mind, what you put in your mouth, what you watching, what you listening to. If you don't invest in you across the board, then you are going to fail. If you have a scarcity mindset, it was a lady who, she was like, Tony, you need to stop shaming women for shaving their legs. And it's like, this is, the point of this is to give you a male perspective. If you want a man, then you need to hear what a man wants. There is not a man on the face of this earth who wants a woman with hairy legs. I need you to understand that. There is not a man. That man does not exist. If you know a woman with hairy legs and she has a man, he is either gay or he is either cheating. It does not exist. So what I'm giving you is, you have to understand that when you go into a relationship, it's not just about you and what you want. You have to also please your man. So you got to ask yourself, why don't I want to shave my legs or wax my legs or get laser hair removal? What is the answer to that? You want coverage? You want your legs to be warm? Because God made hair to grow on your legs? That's what one woman said, God made it to grow there. God made a lot of stuff to grow. That don't mean you got to keep it. God did a lot of stuff. It's like, listen, that ain't what that's for. You got to understand too that hair, that serve a purpose for if you have to live in the woods. You got to live in the wilderness. It keep a layer between certain venomous bugs, certain mosquitoes, certain insects. They land on your hair and they have that barrier so they may fly off. It also, if you're going through the elements. So it's a reason for hair. But if you don't live in those type of elements and you ain't got that type of environment and you don't have a need for that hair, then you got to understand that if another woman shave her legs or don't grow hair on her legs and it looks more feminine to a man, he's going to be more attracted than that. And if you okay with that, him choosing another woman because she appears more feminine and more well kept, and you just like, well, forget men, I don't care what a man want, this is not the page for you. This is not the comment section for you. The purpose of these videos is to help prepare you for your man. If you don't care what a man likes and what a man wants, this not the page for you. This ain't what that's about. Or these videos are not the video for you. If you just want to watch the business video, then okay. But listen, I'm telling you, stay out the comments. Because I don't need you trying to discourage other women and you giving your woman advice to a woman, which is bad advice. Because these women don't want another woman. They want a man. So if you want a man, you need to know what a man think. It ain't about what you think as a woman, because you not a man. That's the point of the video, to give you a male perspective. And listen, I'm a very understanding man. I'm a very, like, I done been with my wife through it all now. My wife, she done went through a lot of different seasons. Skin, body, everything. Y'all know, if you a woman, you know women go through different seasons. I done been with my wife since 2005. So next year will be 2025. October of 2025 will make 20 years that I have known my wife. And we became like official for good in, I think it was June of 2006. So June of 2026 will make 20 years of us being together come straight through. Because we got together October 05, but then we broke up around probably around November-ish, end of November, and then got back together June of 06. And so I want you to realize and understand this, that so if I'm giving you, and I'm conservative, like I'm not the type of man that no man like the really big blowed up lips from all the injections and BBL, like the really bad botched big booty BBLs. No real man likes that stuff. So I'm a conservative man. So if I'm telling you this what men like, this is what a man gonna want, that's as conservative as it's gonna get. So you gotta realize and understand that. Cause you go on another page, they gonna be telling you to do a whole lot more that you're not gonna be comfortable with. So y'all gotta understand the purpose of this, and you got to learn how to hear and how to listen and how to consider. Because if you can't do that in this type of transaction, you're not going to be able to make it in a relationship. Because your husband going to have a lot more to say than what I'm saying. He going to have a lot more opinions than what I got, because now you his. See, you not mine, so I'm just giving you like fatherly, brotherly advice. So you got to realize and understand that to get your head together now. And at least I'm blocking y'all to stay out the comments. If you can't listen and hear and have an objective mentality, get off my page. Stay out the comments, ruin it for the women who are trying to be objective and who do understand the benefit of hearing the male perspective uninhibited. That's why men don't tell y'all the truth now, because anytime we share, so many women want to argue and debate. So a man just say, all right, forget it then. I'm not going to tell you what I want. I'm not going to tell you what I'm thinking. I'm just going to cheat. I'm just going to do what I want to do because you don't want to hear me. Because everything I say, oh, why I got to be like that? Oh, I don't agree with that. Oh, I don't. Instead of just listening and seeking to understand, then be understood. So this right here is you seeking to understand. I'm not your man, so you don't need to be understood. Your man got to understand you, not me. On this right here, you just seeking to hear what I'm saying to have, so you can have a healthy male perspective as you moving through your life. But hey, this is Tony Gadsden. God bless you. We'll talk soon. Keep your head. Oh, make sure you jump over to TonyGadsdenAcademy.com. Got the This Is My Year 2025. This Is My Year course. It's gonna be 31 videos. Help you start your 2025 off the best way in the world. 31 inspirational, affirmational videos, one a day, January 1st through the 31st. It's only $25. You know, ain't nobody doing it like that right there. TonyGadsdenAcademy.com. Get it for the price go up to $97. God bless you. We'll talk soon.